is concerned to Pakistan and concerned to the United States as well. But my question will come to Afghanistan and the situation that is there. Pakistan's response to US President Donald Trump's tweet and then later the statements made by the spokesperson of State Department, US State Department. Pakistan's response has been very, I would say, mature and cautious at the same time, because many policymakers and people who are at the helm of affairs in Pakistan, they're aware of the importance of Pakistan-US relations, and they also understand that our relations with the US predates Trump administration. Now the issue is that how would you move forward with a US president like Trump in White House, tough on Pakistan, tweets very regularly. First tweet of 2018 from President Trump was regarding Pakistan, and in very, very hard words, as Mr. Bashir Wali was saying. So how would you move forward with the United States while also keeping in mind our interest with them and their interest with us in the region?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Taimur, it's a very pivotal question, because since on the first day at the dawn of this year, 2018, we received this kind of lunatic tweet again, which is like recurrent kinds of tweets were emanating from Trump administration and from Trump himself. Now, we have spoken a lot about it, and as you just mentioned, that our response was very sane, it was very cautious, and it was accordingly, accordingly to our national interest as well. But there is an important thing in your question, that when we see the history of US relations, it dates back to the time of, since our inception, we had relations with the US. And of course we had roller coaster moments, it's beyond any shadow of a doubt. We have transactional based relations, we had need based relations, and then we had functional relations. Keeping all those realities in mind, I mean, nations do that at times, and there is no other choice, for the security purposes, for the defense alliance, and for the survival of the country. It is important to be an ally with the hegemon, which we did. But now, as we suffered in the Soviet war against Afghanistan, now we suffered against again at the against the war on terror. Now, what we have done, let me explain that, and then I'll come back to your question. In response to the tweet, I would say that 57,800 attacks on Afghanistan were carried out from Pakistani soil. We were the people who filled the Guantanamo Bay. We were the people who, suffered and seen the bloodbath since the war on terror. We sacrificed with all its manifestation, and it spread from the military personnel to civilians, to common people. We lost our economy. We pleased them. We considered their enemies as our own enemies. We have, abandoned, we have ignored our economic accentuation just for the purpose that we were allied with them. We provided them this route, and we comfort them in all ways. But then, you see, and also...
Yes, the issue is that we know this, what you are saying. United States knows this, that many innocent people have lost their lives in Pakistan and all that. But the thing is that while we are dealing with the United States, while we are dealing with the American officials, while we put our concerns before them regarding Afghanistan, regarding war on terror, fighting the terrorists and extremists, that is very important. The terms that we work on with them, those terms.
I'm coming to your point, as I just mentioned. And for the last 4 years, we have been clearing this debris and we have been clearing this mess. That's enough. We have done a lot, and the whole world knows, including us. Now, the thing is how to move forward. First thing is that it is very optimistic on part of Pakistan that Pakistan is now working and is on the one page as far as our national narrative, as far as our national interest is concerned. And as my colleague just mentioned, that we are so much bothered, we are so keen on bringing peace and tranquility in Afghanistan, which is fine. But then at the same time, we have to be more concerned about our situation, because at this point of time, we as a nation are more vulnerable because we are confronted with multifaceted challenges from all around.
Right.
So it is the time that, and I think I see an opportunity in this. I'm finding an opportunity that yes, it happens to the nations at times that we need to redefine, we need to come up with reappraisal of our security structure, of our political structure, of our geo-economic politics.
Reevaluate,
revamp
our policy.
revamp our policies, and I think so. It's the right time for us to do that. Now, it's a different ball game altogether in the whole world. The world in this day and age, it is more connected. It is connections and collaborations take the nations forward, and confrontations take the nations backward. So for us as well, we need to work on that. The example of China is in front of us, and the rest of many other states who have gone from geopolitics to geostrategic and geoeconomics. We need to do that as well.